What's up, everybody, and welcome to another feature edition of MoreTorque Car Talk with
this guy, Jordin and that guy,
J.P. And today, obviously, we're going to be unveiling a special feature ride, one of the iconic, legendary, I think, how old is this car, Jordan?
30 years old.
It's about 30
years old.
30 odd years old, and obviously today we've got a lot of history to share with you as our viewers. We're going to be talking to a very special feature guest, and as you can see, we are in his studio today as part of SABeemer. So that gives a little bit of the secret away. So we want you guys to stay tuned and obviously check us out here as we bring you
MoreTorque Car Talk. Good morning, all viewers. This is Jordin here from MoreTorque Car Talk, and today we got something special lined up for you. Later on, we're going to be introducing the founder and the owner of SABeemer. Now, just to give you some insight on this, I'm going to read a short article for you regarding SABeemer. So, SABeemer was started in 2012, and it was born of the idea of bringing local car enthusiasts and individuals together in South Africa under our rainbow nation. Okay, the owner says he's not a journalist, right? But he is very passionate about the brand, and he believes that passion can bring everybody else together. BMW, the Bavarian motorsport company that has captured everybody around the world with these brilliant cars, has been a pure driver's delight. A well-balanced, rear-wheel driven sensational car with a feel of comfort, speed and handling provides a very attractive package. The owner of SABeemer admits that his first car was not a BMW. In the early 80s, while growing up in Cape Town, it was but a Ford, and not just any Ford. He also saw a Cortina XR6, Ford Sierras, the V8 Animals. He comes from a big, strong Ford background. That later on, his passion for BMW started with the picture of a poster he had sawn in the 80s, and from there, it went on and changed his life completely. So guys, this is the magazine that we are busy with today, and stay tuned for more as we introduce our special guest. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to MoreTorque Car Talk. You're with Jordin and our cameraman today, Mr. J.P. And in studio with us today, we have no one else but Mr. Shiraz Bauer. He is from SABeemer magazine, as you can see in the background, and today we're going to talk more about the BMW 325 IS. So first, I want to introduce Shiraz. Shiraz, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. We're going to talk about, let's just talk about Shiraz and your passion for BMW. How did you get started in BMW?
Okay, BMW was at a very young age. We've had family members who've always had, in the early 80s, BMWs from that time, starting off with the old 3-liter CS. And those type of cars, you used to go for drives in them, and they really stick to you, and you basically grow up with E30s, 5 Series. So that is how we started in the BMW passion, liking BMW cars.
Okay, they kept it in the family, guys. The BMW's been there forever. You grew up with BMW. Now, we all know from watching the MoreTorque Car Talk series, I'm very much an Opel Superboss type guy, and Shiraz is the 325 IS guy. So Shiraz, tell us about more history of these two rival cars from the Group N days, of what is it that makes the 325 IS so special?
Well, for me, having driven a lot of 325 ISs, is basically, it gives you power, it gives you speed, and together with that, it gives you the comfort, and it gives you, BMW had the cliche saying of sheer driving pleasure, and that car really gave you a feel of that. It was a small, compact car, you could use it every day, and it had good power, it had a good sound, it had street cred. So that is what makes the car so special, even 20, 25, 30 years later today.
Yes, and for guys, just some racing history on that. Remember back in the day, in the Group N days, there was always this huge rivalry between Mr. Mike Briggs and the Superboss and Tony Viana in the 325 IS. And that's why we're here today, just to also talk about more about the racing history, because Shiraz was probably part of that, back in the day. Do you remember any iconic battles, with the 325 IS?
Yeah, no, we used to grow up. Before the IS, there was a Shadowline, the chrome bumper, that started in the late 80s, and then the IS started in the 90s. So we recall from that time with the Shadowline, the racing. Obviously, the Opel was tighter in the corners, better in the corners, and then you had the straight six of the Beamers that were a bit heavier as well, catching them on the straights. So that battle was always something we would look forward to watching.
Awesome. Right, guys, we also next question we're going to talk about would be SABeemer magazine. Now, Shiraz, this is your magazine. You want to tell the viewers out there what the magazine's all about, how we got started, and maybe how they can subscribe to it, etc.
Okay, the magazine basically started in about 2012, an online magazine, and what we do is we showcase BMWs from all across South Africa. So it's not just downloaded stuff, it's actual people's cars that you see. Every one day is somebody's car that has actually come to our event or or has the same passion that I have for the BMW vehicle. So that is what we showcase. That is what SABeemer is. We showcase the BMW culture in South Africa.
Awesome, guys. Shiraz, thank you very much for the time. I know you are a very busy guy.
Thank you.
Right, and guys, take a look at SABeemer as well. They'll be on, what's the website? How the guys?
www.sabeemer.co.za. Find us on Instagram, find us on Facebook, and yeah, send us your pictures through. Let us display it, and that's it.
Awesome, Shiraz, thanks a lot for your time. It's been great.
Thank you very much, Jordin.
Cool, man. Right, viewers, catch you again. Cool. Welcome back, everybody, to MoreTorque CarTalk here with Jordin Poole, our cameraman J.P. and our driver today, Mr. Shiraz Bawa, driving the BMW 325 IS. Right, we're going for a drive around the block in this industrial area. Listen to that beautiful sound of the 325 IS motor. Nice, torquey, crisp. This is what a 325 IS is supposed to sound like. Just some brief history on these vehicles. The 325 IS was unique to South Africa only because we never got the chance to get the E30 M3, which was made in Europe, which was a left-hand drive. So South Africa went ahead and made their own version of a BMW M3, and we landed up with the 325 IS. There were only 105, sorry, there were 508 produced in total, and we got the Evo 1 325 IS as well as the Evo 2 325 IS. So Shiraz, tell us about your experience while you're driving the car. What does it feel like?
Well, it feels, props to the owner for keeping this car as original.
Okay.
25 years later. Standard steering wheel, like standard rims and everything. So that's how an IS should be kept, because it's a classic. It drives like an IS should. It's got that sweet sound with a straight six. Steering wheel is not too heavy. It's got the standard Ubacaro cloth, which is,
nice, man.
It's very rare nowadays to get this as well, and people.
It does sit comfortably.
Yeah, it sits comfortably. You've got the sport seats. Some people call it Recaro seats, but it's actually sport seats.
Nice, man.
Yeah, and we're going to take it down the straight now to see, get the sense of that IS pool.
Smart, man. Guys, just to keep note, this is the first time I'm in a 325 IS, so this is a good experience for me. Driving Mr. Shiraz, let's see what this car does. Woo! Rear-wheel drive, proper traction at the back, no spinning, that type of thing. Absolutely beautiful. These cars are made for the one of those sheer driving pleasure moments that you get when driving a BMW.
Once you get into this car, you don't want to get out, you don't want to leave. But that is what a BMW is about.
This is a hands down difference if I have to compare apples to apples from a Superboss and a 325 IS. Hands down. There's big difference in the way the car drives, the way the car performs to different vehicles completely.
The 333 before this, which was the sport model, that one, it's very hard a car compared to this one.
Okay.
It's, you can't use the 333 every day like you would a 325 IS.
Okay.
The 325 IS, also because the E30 M3 wasn't in South Africa, the 325 IS actually uses E30 M3 suspension.
Okay.
So in terms of handling, it's almost the same. The E30 M3 was a 4-cylinder,
right,
and that's you got your fun after 4,000, 5,000 revs, because the 4-cylinder just screams.
Right.
Whereas the 6-cylinder, from the word go, it's better.
Yes.
It's smoother, and you get your fun. Exactly.
Absolutely beautiful, guys. Very impressive.
lot of school. They see the guys with the 3 to 5 ISs, so they remember it from that time. And a lot of the guys that have been in school at that time are now big corporate guys.
Yes.
They're working. I mean, they've got Porsches, they've got Ferraris, but they still want a 3 to 5 IS.
Absolutely.
That is why this car is so wanted nowadays.
And this car is nice and stock standards. This is what the 325S drove like back in the day. This is the original experience that you were getting there. When this car was new, this is what we drive like. It's nice. The suspension is actually. So what was your first BMW?
I was lucky enough, my first BMW was a E30 333i.
Siska, that's the one with the down leg,
Down leg,
box.
One down,
Uh,
3.3 6-cylinder motor.
Okay.
I actually went from a 1.6 Corolla to a
To a
E30 333.
Yo, so it
So-
was the 333. What color was it? Because you know,
In
colors
a red.
Woo, in a red.
In a red.
Smart man.
A lot of fun in that car.
Yes.
I had it for 7 years. I had it most of the time in Joburg. I was
Okay.
staying in Johannesburg and the Joburg highways. And that car, I had a lot of fun.
Did yours have a Piranha louver still on at the back?
No, there was no Piranha louver.
And the
It
sunroof.
was just kept as standard.
Oh.
No modifications. I always believe that the BMWs run stronger, they run harder, they run longer, they're more reliable if there's no modifications done.
Why, man? There you have it, guys. If you can hear me, the iconic 325 IS BMW Evo 2 was an absolutely beautiful ride. It sits fantastically, acceleration's nice and good, low torque going on there. I love the sound of the engine as it got that crisp, straight 6 iconic BMW sound.